Now, to make the presentation to our second inductee is a man who not only has 6 premierships, 9 grand finals, 23 Test and World Cup caps to his name, he also established the Men of League organisation. Would you please make him very welcome, Ron Coote. Our second inductee was named as one of Australia's 100 greatest ever players.
Harry Wells is inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Wells. Harry, walk this way. I'd like to have a chat to you. Yes, another big round of applause, please. Harry Wells, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, a Sydney Premiership for South Sydney. We heard games for New South Wales, 29 tests for Australia. You're a country kid from Wollongong. You never thought you'd leave Wollongong, did you?
Well, I always thought if I made Wollongong first grade, I'd be great.
And you were, but you spent a lot of years perhaps just doing what you did, and then you moved back to Wollongong, and then you made this leap into the Australian team. How did that come about?
Well, I was playing with South Sydney, and I was graded as a reserve grade, in grade playing, and as a first grader got hurt, I filled in his position. And fortunately, after 4 first grade games, which were intermittent, the state side picked me as a reserve for the Frenchmen against the French. And then the following week I got dropped back to reserve grade again. So by the end of the year, I finished up playing in the grand final on the wing and scoring a try, and we beat Manly 45-14, if I think of my old memory. But anyway, the next year I came back and they put me in reserve grade, so I decided to go home. And 3 months later I was on the boat to England. And I thought, I can't understand this. There's something got to be wrong.
Selection is always very murky murky waters to understand for sure. But regardless of what team you're playing, and you took a number of teams from the bottom up to grand finals and to the top, you played alongside the likes of Clive Churchill, Reg Gasnier. That was a heck of a time to be a player, wasn't it?
Wonderful. Reg Gasnier and Clive Churchill are probably my greatest 2 players I would pick. I think they had everything, and the thing was that in my era I feel we played for each other. If I could put someone through a gap and they score the try, then I'd think, well, I've done something, instead of someone just picking the ball up and running over and dropping it over the line. And I feel sorry for today, because it doesn't happen that way all the time, because the game's restricted with the 5 tackle, and we didn't have that. Sir George won 11 premierships because the simple reason was they had the ball more than we did, and 11 internationals, so it was a bit harder. But no, it was in my era we played for each other, and that was the most important thing of the game. The ball went from one side of the field to the other, then we enjoyed the game, and we also found that we won the match. By throwing the ball around, we won the game. If we didn't throw around, we got beat. Simple as that.
It is. It's just common sense, really, isn't it?
That's right.
Now, Harry, before I let you go, there's a little bit of confusion when I was reading through the history of Harry Wells. You were born Harry Wills.
Yep.
What does your marriage licence say to Yvonne?
Wills.
What does your passport say?
What
does your passport say?
Wells.
What does your house title say?
Anything.
Anyone's. How about, have you still got a driving licence?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Wells.
So, why? And who are you?
Because it all started, my grandfather was a fighter, and he went down to Melbourne, or came down to Melbourne, and he fought for the bantamweight or lightweight championship down here, and he was fighting under the name of Deal Wills. He won the title, and the age came out with the name Dealer Wells wins title. So they made an error. And then my father fought 15 different fighters from all over the world, England and Australia. And he couldn't get rid of the Wells either, because it just carried on. So when I went to South Sydney, and Nick Botkin was a talent scout. He took me up there, and he knew my father for a long while. And when Cecil Blinkhorn said to me, "What's your name?" I said, "Harry Wills." He wrote it down, and then we went out to watch the game. They was playing trials at Canterbury, and we was watching it after 3 trials had gone. Nick said to me, "When do you play?" And I said, "I don't know. Go and ask, if you like." So he went and asked. He said to Cecil, "When does Harry Wills play?" He said, "Oh, he's not here." And Nick said, "Give me the book." And he looked at the book. He said, "You made a mistake." He said, "It's Wells, not bloody Wills." So I gave up after that.
Harry Wells, there's no mistake tonight. You're inducted into the Sport Australia Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Thank you.